So with this reading, I can see that currently you are dealing with a lot of anxiety and stress and heaviness in your life, but you are on the brink of closing that chapter out and entering a whole new one. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Now these two are like completely opposing kind of energies, right? The Ten of Swords, you can see this person's in anguish. They're dealing with a lot of heaviness, especially a lot of mental overload, mental strain, mental heaviness, right? Whereas the Ten of Cups, this person is in bliss, right? There is so much success, so much happiness around them. Now, I feel like currently you're in this Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords energy where you're feeling quite overwhelmed. You're feeling quite stuck in your head. Like, a lot of this is mental energy, right? A lot of what you're dealing with is very internal. That's not to say that there aren't external circumstances that are like difficult at the moment, but it's mostly internal, right? Like, it's mostly you assuming the worst, you know, getting too much in your head, getting too much caught up in overthinking, and you're not quite seeing that there is actually a lot of positivity, a lot of hope to be had, a lot of positive and good things to come, right? So we're going to get some more cards, but if that resonates for you, then this reading is probably for you. I just cut the deck on the Moon card. So like right now things could just feel very murky, like things are just a little bit unclear right now. You might feel a bit in the dark, you might feel a bit like, you know, if you're a spiritual person and you feel connected to like the universe and your spirit guides and stuff like that, you might feel like a bit abandoned by them right now, and that might be like throwing you off. You're like, guys, where you at? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Don't worry, you haven't been abandoned, you haven't been forgotten. It's just things are just a little bit unclear to you right now, and that's okay. Like, you don't need to have all the answers, you don't need to know exactly how everything's going to work out. And being stuck in that loop of like trying to figure out everything is what's actually keeping you stuck and keeping you in this kind of energy of being caught up in this overthinking and feeling extremely burnt out. Like, mentally you are so burnt out right now, but it's like you're not stopping. Like, you're still in this loop of like going round and round of overthinking everything in your head. You need to like stop doing that. I know that's easier said than done, but yeah, that's keeping you stuck. The collective needs to hear right now. The Hanged Man, the Unalive card, which I can't say, and Temperance. So right now, and funnily enough, these cards sort of, they come after each other in the deck. So right now you're in this Hanged Man energy. You feel very stuck. You feel like there's, you know, things that are out of your control that are keeping you stuck, and also just your own mental anguish is keeping you stuck. Like, you're stuck in this cycle of overthinking things, and you know, that just makes it worse. And then, you know, but however, wherever you feel stuck right now, there's something to be learned in this energy. Whatever you're dealing with right now, whatever you're going through, see how this Hanged Man, he's stuck, right? He's like tied up by his foot, but his head, I don't know if you can tell, you know, the sunset's there, but in the classic tarot, it's like there's this illumination, this light around his crown, around his head, which is like it's representative of the fact that in these times, wherever you're stuck, you are getting important insights from the universe if you listen, if you pay attention, and you come out of this overthinking, assuming the worst, like logical kind of energy, and you tap back into, okay, I'm stuck right now, I can't really control like whatever it is that you can't control, so I'm just gonna take a step back and see, what can I control here? What can I learn from this situation? What can I take from this situation? What is this situation trying to teach me? 444 on the timer. What is this situation trying to show me in the grand scheme of things? You know, like when you take a step back, you as the observer, not you as the overthinker, right? when you do that, you will gain important insights that the universe is actually trying to show you through this situation. Like, there's important lessons to be learned here. And as you do that, you will, with this unalive card, you will go through, and you are going through, a transformation, a dark night of the soul for many of you. You're transforming, you're transmuting a lot of old, stagnant energy and allowing that to just kind of fall away and just crumble away, so that you can be reborn. And that is a difficult process, right? That's not an easy process, like being reborn. Obviously, no, that's not going to be a quick fix or something that's easy, but it's so powerful and so like life-changing in a good way. And when you allow this to happen, when you allow yourself to accept where you're at, to look at or just sit back and allow yourself to kind of become aware of what you are meant to be learning through this situation, you will embrace this change, this ending of this cycle that you've been in, and you will be reborn, and you will be, with the Temperance card, coming into a lot more balance, a lot more healing, feeling a lot more like just kind of in flow with life rather than like pushing against life, right? And that's in the good and the bad times. You know, I'm not saying that there's like a quick fix to your problems, but when you're pushing against stuff that you can't control in like a fearful way and overthinking, thinking that that's going to help you somehow fix things, that just keeps you stuck for longer. So take some time to rest, to reflect on what's been going on for you, what patterns have been coming up, how is it making you feel, like all of that. Get a journal, get a therapist, whatever you need, talk to a friend, and really be honest with yourself about what is going on and why you're allowing yourself to stay stuck in this cycle that you don't want to be in, because there's an opportunity for you to have happiness if you kind of so choose. And that sounds really like vague, but the part of this is you are meant to learn how to listen to your own instincts, to trust yourself, to understand what you're going through and what you need to learn from it, rather than like just having a tarot reader tell you this is exactly what you need to know and do. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is you getting in touch with yourself. So yeah, Temperance, there's a lot more balance coming in, a lot more harmony and healing as well, like mental and emotional healing. And I just really see that you will be finding a lot more stability, when like inner stability and external, but like feeling a lot more secure in yourself, especially in like your heart space, like feeling like you are your home. Do you know what I mean? Like you feel safe in your body. That is a really big thing here, and it might require you walking away from some stuff, some emotional ties, some people maybe that are like tied to this past version of you that you're trying to move on from. Like, you are trying to heal, you're trying to break free from these patterns or whatever it is for you, but there's certain things that are dragging you back, and it's time for you to become aware of what that is, if that's a person, if that's, you know, whatever it is for you. Because when you do that and you walk away from those things, abundance, new love, new opportunities, like instantly being rewarded by the universe for leaving behind just things that don't make you happy, that keep you stuck. So yeah, I hope that this message resonated for you and could bring you some clarity, and I really wish you the best on your journey, and let me know if it resonated for you. And yeah.